Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we bring to you gist on Muyideen Oladapo. Yes, he just bagged another degree from the University of Lagos, and so many of his colleagues have been posting, congratulating and ushering him into a new dispensation. And yes, it's indeed a milestone. Honestly, initially one would think this is his first degree, and yes, it is worth celebrating. Looking at Muyideen Oladapo's character, judging from the roles he played in the Nollywood industry, the Yoruba sector specifically, one will never think he has an O level, how much more obtain a university degree, and to now top it all, a master's degree. Wow, kudos and thumbs up to him. Muyideen Oladapo is indeed someone who is passionate and focused about what it is that he wants to achieve in life. In 2015, he graduated from OAU, where he studied dramatic arts. In December 11, 2015, the thespian and many other students graduated from Obafemi Awolowo University. He couldn't hold or hide his joy and fulfillment, saying, "Thanks to Almighty Allah, he started it and didn't leave the job unfinished. What can I give him in return? I just have to say Babao Eshe." End quote. This was in 2015 when Muyideen Oladapo had a degree from Obafemi Awolowo University, Osun State. Now fast forward to this year 2022, he bagged a master's degree from University of Lagos, and yes, he couldn't contain his joy. He took to social media, where he shared pictures and videos of himself and some of his colleagues in the Nollywood industry were present to celebrate with him. He said in the video he's so happy to see each and every one of them coming out to celebrate with him. Congratulations have been flying in left, right and center just to applaud the effort of this actor. According to him, the real opportunity of attaining his education qualification was a dream come true for him, and he shared a picture of himself and added a caption saying, "I am sincerely grateful to the Almighty for this rare privilege. I've always had a burning passion for attaining a greater height in education from my tender age, and I thank God I achieved the dream despite fame and other engagements. This is a stepping stone for me to greater achievements, because I am not relenting, because I want to attain the highest level of education. I'm grateful to God for the success of my second degree education. It took me concerted effort in achieving this, because there was a lot of distraction, but I bless Allah that it eventually became a success." End quote. This was Muyideen Oladapo, aka Lala, letting us know that this is just a stepping stone, as his passion is to attain the highest level of education, and with the help of God, he's sure he would get there. After obtaining a graduate degree, one would think someone like Muyideen Oladapo would put an end to education, because yes, attaining that milestone is a lot and it's something worth celebrating. In fact, if you decide not to go any further, for someone like Muyideen Oladapo, yes, it is acceptable because he has the fame, he has the money already, but he is passionate. One thing that I see in him is passion, and this is what has driven him to decide to take a master's degree yet again. And for him to obtain a master's degree and still letting us know that this is just the milestone that he completed, he's still looking for that to obtain and attain the highest form of education, and we know that he will. With this level of commitment he has, he will definitely attain whatever it is that he wishes to attain. This is a good character to emulate and to look forward to in people. On seeing his post, so many of his colleagues, the like of Toyin Tomato, said, "Congratulations there, more at Adefolonsho, you are a great influence, God bless you." Jumoke Adetola also said, "Wow, well done Egbon, a big congratulations to you. You are an epitome of hard work, determination and success. May God answer your silent prayer and wishes. This will be the beginning of greater things." Okunu also said, "Congratulations to my able director, more achievements by God's grace." And a lot more congratulations came in after that. It is safe to say that Muyideen Oladapo is a focused and a determined man, because there are so many people in the Nollywood industry also who at some point decided to go back to school and finish up their education, the likes of Odulade Adekola and many others. but then there are still people who also didn't have the same privilege and the same opportunity like Muyideen Oladapo when they were growing up. As soon as they became famous in the Nollywood industry, their zeal and passion to pursue education dropped, since most of them have the mindset of the main reason why they are going to school is to have money. But Muyideen Oladapo saw something entirely different from just having money and understands the value of being educated. Speaking of the challenges he faced growing up and how he was unable to complete his secondary school, how much more go to university, this is as a result of the poor background that he grew up from. I had this touching story from Nigeria Gist, and I quote, "I am from a poor background and education has always been my first ambition. I am from Oshogbo, Osun State. My mother is still alive while my father is late. My father was a farmer while my mother is a trader, selling pepper okra. That is why I used to call myself Omo Yaonila, son of an okra seller. Even in movies, I say that because I am proud of my parents, I am proud of my mother. They really tried. They wanted to ensure that I get educated, but unfortunately, they were not buoyant to sponsor me to complete my education. So I stopped at a point. Then I could finish secondary school. I went to learn motor mechanic job. I did for about 5 years before I graduated. But whenever I saw my schoolmates going to school, they used to pass by the mechanic workshop where I was an apprentice, and sometimes I was sad, but there was nothing I could do then. So I just accepted my faith then, but I still believe that in future something could still happen." End quote. This was Muyideen Oladapo speaking after he graduated in 2015 in an interview in 2018, explaining how and why he couldn't get a formal education when he was growing up. Speaking further about his education, he said, "In 2006, I was trying to go back to school to at least get my secondary school certificate, but all my efforts was in vain then. In 2008, I went to a private school at Jibo, Lagos, called School of Languages to enroll there. I went there to study English language. It was a 4-month course that gave me the courage to further my education because I saw many big people who came there to study too. I thank God that in 2010-2011, I made up my mind that I must further my education. By that time, my name was very popular as an actor. People were looking for me to work for them. But then I thought about it that if I continue to focus on making money from acting, I would not achieve what I want for myself in terms of education. So I decided to use the little money I had to complete my education, and I went back to school. After that, I went to meet one of my mentors in the industry, Dr. Kola Oyewo, now an associate professor. I had heard about his story and I was inspired by it. So I went to meet him and I told him that I want to further my education, and he encouraged me to go ahead. He narrated his story to me, and that if he could achieve what he had achieved, definitely I could achieve more than that. So he told me to go and register for IREKE. So I registered and sat for IREKE and I passed it. I did well. I also registered for Joint Admission Matriculation Board, JAM, and I also did well. I also wrote post-UTME and got the cutoff mark. In 2010, I got admission to study dramatic art at Obafemi Awolowo University, OAU. I graduated in 2015. End quote. This was Muyideen Oladapo explaining how it started and how he was driven by passion to achieve that which is most paramount to him. Muyideen is truly an inspiration and a role model to look up to, actually. Well, guys, there you have it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comment in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.